Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something just a little bit different, and this is not my usual content as you may have noticed, but I really want to talk about one of my most recent purchases, the MacBook Air 15, and this is the M3 model, which I picked up probably about 2 weeks ago, and I feel like I've learned enough now to make a decent review on it, so let's get started. So let's start off with the design of the MacBook first. I went for the basic silver colour as I know that it's not gonna wear as quickly, it won't look as damaged or anything like that for a good while. I do like the notch at the top of the screen. To be fair, it's something that I've just shut off in my mind. I don't really notice it anymore, and it's never really got in the way of the UI, so I'm perfectly happy with it being there. Talking about the display, we've got a 15.3 inch liquid retina display, and it is gorgeous. It has a 2880 by 1864 resolution, and Apple claim about 500 nits of brightness. I have not tested that. I don't need to have it at full brightness, especially not in the house, but maybe outside it might need to be tested out. I will say the screen is a complete fingerprint magnet, and it seems to capture dust particles from next door's garden shed. But all jokes aside, the screen is crisp and it looks very nice. The blacks are black, not OLED black, but they are pretty deep. The colours are very poppy, they're clear, and it is very accurate, so no complaints here. I ended up picking up the base model with 8GB of RAM and a 256GB SSD, and while that doesn't seem like a lot of storage, for what I need it for, that will be plenty. I have a 1TB SSD, an external one, so I'm just using that for everything that I need, and the main use for the MacBook is going to be video editing, and I've already done some rendering on it already. I did have a MacBook Air 13 with an M1 back when that was released, and I used that mainly for photo editing, not video editing, and that was pretty good for the video editing side. But I thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna get the M3 because I'll probably need a little bit more oomph when it comes to video editing, and I've gone past the whole photo editing. I'm more into collecting video games, as you could probably tell. But yeah, performance just incredible. I've not had any issues. I will say, however, with heavy workflows it does heat up quite a bit, but that can't be helped as it is a fanless design and it is completely silent, which is a trade-off that I have no problems with. The battery life is something I actually have yet to test. With how I use it, it's usually on charge most of the time. That being said, there was one time when I had probably 2 to 3 hours without it being plugged in, and I got about down to 80%, I'd say. Can't exactly remember what the actual percentage was, but it was around 80%. So I'd give a rough estimation of about 10 to 12 hours with what I do. I was doing video editing with DaVinci Resolve, so at the time that was chewing up a lot of battery, and I had several tabs open up as well. So I'd say with lighter tasks you're more than likely going to get 18 hours. That's what Apple claim, so I'd say that's pretty accurate. In terms of ports, we have 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports on the left side and a headphone jack on the right. That is your lot. I do, however, have a little Anker dongle thingy I can plug in on the side if I ever need any more ports, which as of right now I've not needed to use, but it's always better to be prepared, I guess. And while I would have loved to have seen more ports, with how thin and light the MacBook Air is, I can't really complain. There's also Wi-Fi 6E included. However, I can't test that because I do not have a 6E router in my house. We've got like an old Virgin Media router, but we get pretty good internet anyway, so I've not had any problems with it. So I'm gonna stick with what I've got. So there we have it. This is going to be my daily editing powerhouse for the next couple of years. I do have a gaming PC that I could use for editing. However, I like the simplicity and the freedom of editing with a little bit more portability. Although I did try and use my ROG Ally with an app called Super Display on my Galaxy tab to do my video editing. However, I was getting so many issues with it, so I decided to forgo that, and I bit the bullet, as they say, and I got myself the MacBook Air, which is a choice I do not regret. However, there is one thing I wish I could use with the MacBook Air, and that is Windows. I know that Apple Silicon cannot run Windows natively. However, I know that Windows for ARM-based processors does exist, and it is just a case of Microsoft to implement some drivers for like the metal graphics, for the Bluetooth, the Thunderbolt, Wi-Fi, etc. Hopefully that can be implemented in the future, as that would open up a whole lot more possibilities for me, including possibly gaming on it, providing obviously you don't have anything too intensive because of the fanless design. But obviously Macs are not made for gaming. However, some light gaming would be awesome. Anyway, thank you very much for watching something a little bit different for this channel. If you liked the content, please make sure to let me know in the comment section, and please do drop me a subscription. I am trying my best to grow this channel. I am more focused on my game collection videos, however, but if you like the reviews too, I'm sure I can do some more. I have a few things that I would love to give my opinion on, and if anyone else is interested, I'm sure I'll make some more videos just like this one. Again, thank you very much for watching. Bye.